Hello, and welcome to another episode of Through the Monocle. Today, we are going to be reviewing Batman and Robin, but we're going to be doing it a little bit interestingly. And in order to explain how, I'm going to bring on my co host. You know him, you probably don't think much of him. It is Grant Skillen. How are you doing, Grant?
I am doing very well today. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I just want you to know that you probably don't live in the minds of our viewers.
Okay.
I don't either. Don't live in the minds. Hey, trust me, I'm not living anywhere rent free right now.
I don't want to live in anybody's mind, realistically.
Fair enough. All right. So, do you want to explain how we're going to do this, or should I?
I'll let you do it.
Okay. So we both have the movie pulled up at 0000. We're going to watch the movie. We're going to make fun of the movie.
Yep.
As we watch it, and then we're going to review the movie afterwards. If this sounds great to you, first off, thanks for the watch time. We really need it. Secondly, if it doesn't, there's going to be another video posted that's just the review, just like normal. It'll be just as fun, I promise.
With a very tired version of me because it's already 8 o'clock. By the time we get through this thing, it's going to be almost 10:30 for me. Before the review, so this is going to be a fun one.
Yeah,
yeah,
it should be fantastic. If there are any audio glitches or whatever, apologies, we can't edit. Yeah. So heads up, I'm probably going to eat some soup, and I've got a cup of water sitting here. It's a long one. It's a fun one. We do have a little.
I've got a Powerade bottle refilled with plain water, so.
And I have a cup and a bowl of soup, and I'm holding this up like it's an online test. This is potatoes and bacon. If anybody's curious, it's great. We also have a little scrolling chyron down there at the bottom with all of our little counter things because this movie is terrible. I'll take it down and edit it every time we find a new one. Though, as you'll see, once we get to Mr. Freeze, the ice pun ticker is going to be going crazy.
Is that puns from in the movie, or is that also including puns that we make?
That's in the movie puns. But if you want to make more ice puns, I suppose I'll count them. But I think you'll grow fairly tired of ice puns pretty quickly. Yeah. So without further ado, we've got our movie synced up. Grant, I'm gonna count us down from 3.
Okay. Are we going on go or are we going on 1?
So that is the Lethal Weapon 2 question. The answer is we go on go.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Here's up goes the chyron, which is all at 0 because the movie hasn't even started yet. Bear with us. This might be fun. If it's not fun, we won't do it anymore.
If it's not fun, you won't see this, and you'll just see the review at the end. So,
I mean, you'll probably see this anyway because I promised Taylor it's coming out. But yeah. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go.
This could be interesting.
I love the black screen. Is it working? You're on the logo, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And it's like fading out.
Mm-hmm. You were a little muffled there for a second. But
okay. Well, this should be better. I'll adjust the mic.
Yeah, we'll say while we're still in the intro here, I have never seen this movie. That's part of why Grant's wanting to do this is he's seen it and knows how bad it is. I have not seen it, but have heard how bad it is. So
I've seen it twice, unfortunately. I want to point out that
this is loud.
It is loud. You might want to adjust your mixer. I want to point out that in the intro here, we end up with Arnold Schwarzenegger in front of the guy that plays Batman.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. You got if that's probably in his contract is if he's going to be in the movie, he's got to be first.
It is absolutely in his contract. But that's what I'm saying. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a bigger ego than the guy playing Batman. Also, sorry, we can't show you the movie. We don't own the rights to any of this, to be honest. Oh, great. Hey.
Oh, there's the nipples.
The nipples. I should have had a nipple. Oh, and there's the bat concrete and bat butt.
Bro.
I've been wanting to do this a while just to make Grant suffer. like I had to suffer when I first saw this movie. This is a direct sequel to Batman Forever, and if you want our thoughts on Batman Forever, you can go find that. It has the
Yeah.
same 48-year-old man playing Robin,
Mm-hmm.
new 50-year-old guy playing Batman. He's not
Mhm.
50 in this. He actually looks younger than the guy playing Robin. It's kind of weird. And now we have they're just staring at each other. This is bad.
Man. Oh man.
And now the bat strobe light in the
Yep.
Batmobile, obviously equipped for stealth, and then the bat smoke machines.
I won't want to work with that kid either, honestly.
Yeah.
Kid's like working with you on a podcast. It's awful.
Gosh, these jokes are just bad. And now I got to update the host scrolls.
You've got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, this is going to take forever.
You just committed 2 hours of your life to updating your graphic. How does that make you feel?
It's ticking. It's ticking. We got one.
That puny little thing.
I love how they've invested in the lights for like the various insides of the case. This is gonna be a while. I hate this movie.
He's great as Alfred.
Oh, he is, and he and Commissioner Gordon.
Bro, what is that fake crying?
Yeah, he and Commissioner Gordon are the only two actors that stay the same in these four movies.
I'm gonna need to close my Discord because I'm getting pings from our raid channel on our clan Discord.
Mr. Freeze.
They're
I like how Batman's leaving and is getting briefed as he's leaving.
Mm-hmm. Not before, you know?
Right. So, like, here's hoping he's prepped for this, right? So, to be clear, and
it's a nice crappy shot here.
Hey, I'm bringing this up for a very specific reason. To be clear, he did not know he was fighting Mr. Freeze before he got here, right? Mm-hmm. Before he got in the car? Okay. Making sure.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ice pun.
He's got some ice in his veins now. I've made a horrific mistake.
So bad.
I made a horrific
I gotta take down the dude. I've got to update the graphic. We're up to 4. Five. We're up to 5. Before I could get the graphic updated, we added 5 ice puns.
Hi, Batman. I'm Grant. This is awful.
The bat-shaped hole in the wall.
This is horrendous.
It's so bad.
That kick was cold.
7. I'll update it.
Why did he kill the Euros?
I don't know. Now we have the Mr. Freeze hockey squad.
This was me in not Salt Lake City, in Park City, Utah a few years ago.
Gosh. The Mr. Freeze hockey team. I love how each of the icebergs have each of the icebergs has its own lighting.
Look. I don't think hell's frozen over. I don't think that's happening.
So we're up to 7. I gotta edit it. Gosh. So again, I remind you, they did not know they were fighting an ice-themed villain until they got in the car.
And they just so happen to have ice skates built into the bottom of their suits. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, freaking
Now we're
right.
playing hockey with the puck. The diamond everyone wants. We're playing hockey with it.
Why is he yodeling?
I don't know. How did he get thrown straight up like that? And they come down behind him. Finally, somebody picks it up. Factually incorrect. Also up to 8.
Did he just call Batman a dinosaur?
I think he's freezing the dinosaur.
He is.
I don't know why I'm defending this movie. Yes. Also, dinosaur freezes and now is just broken apart.
Obviously.
It is screaming for some reason.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
I like how it screams as it falls. Also, the bat-shaped hole in the wall from the bite coming through cracks me up every time.
Yeah, obviously.
Thank goodness nobody's bending over to pick up the diamond.
Like, if there's this level of violence in a Huntsville Havoc game, everybody would be cheering. For anyone who doesn't know, in Huntsville, we have the Huntsville Havoc, which is a professional hockey team, not an NHL team. It's in one of the like lower tier leagues, but it's still a lot of fun.
Yeah. And now we have the Mr. Freeze Zamboni. Launching what appears to be the Mr. Freeze rocket.
Can we just call ice and deport him?
There's 9.
Bro, that's awful, like, acting there and grabbing the side of that thing.
Yeah. Again, with the smoke.
He's launching a rocket?
From inside the museum in a Zamboni.
This is unreal.
It's so bad.
Oh, yes.
Here's the single unified beam that makes a pair of handcuffs. Here's another one. Going to eat some soup to warm up after that chilling line delivery from Arnie. The Mr. Freeze wingsuit, everybody. Grant has just phoned it out or phoned it in, just like George Clooney did this entire movie. Who's carrying the bat laser pointer? Gosh. Gosh.
I'm waiting for a chance to play something, but I want to wait till it's a slower point.
Controlling their descent. Surfing as they're falling.
Sometimes the elements get the best of them. The older penguins know that it's just a matter of time before they call out,
I'm freezing my nuts off!
Oh, there goes the diamond again. Also, that board is somehow attached to his feet.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Cinema Sins gave him a sin for the cowabunga.
I don't want to be here for the next hour and 50 minutes of this movie.
It only gets worse. I mean, better. Just be glad you're not watching it alone.
Yeah. If I had to watch this alone, I would have just lied about watching it, honestly.
I'd be like quoting lines.
I have never done that. Yes, I'm holding this. Don't worry about it. I have never lied about watching a movie for the show. I would have for this. Because realistically, what do I need to watch? You're just going to crap on it the whole time. I'm going to be like, yeah, it's awful. Like, I'll just... It's just...
Yeah, but this way, we at least get to make the jokes.
Yeah, do you want to know what this dialogue so far is? So far, it's this.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
But somehow that's better. And now we have Robin frozen. But somehow the diamond isn't.
Stay cool.
Yeah. Dang it, there's another one. Oh, we also upped our necessary bat gadgets. We got 2 with the ice skates and the beam. That's 12. Okay, so all jokes aside, this is actually a cool Mr. Freeze suit.
Mm-hmm.
Arnie is paying like $1 million a year to keep it.
That is crazy.
Of course, there's just a hot spring right there.
Of course, convenient. And
back with the bat laser pointer. Again, I want to remind you that they did not know this was a ice-themed villain until they got here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes sense that they would plan for different stuff, but to have everything like to have ice skates built in the bottom of the freaking shoes, like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I thought that snake was talking for a second.
Instead, it's Uma Thurman in the best disguise anybody could ever have. Glasses.
Mm.
So to be clear, this cast is Arnold Schwarzenegger, Uma Thurman, and George Clooney.
And yeah.
And Chris O'Donnell, but like...
Yeah. How old was Chris in this movie? Was he the oldest of the main actors in this movie?
I'm gonna look this up.
I just thought of that.
He's definitely not older than Arnie.
Are you sure?
This was 97. He is currently... He was 27 in this movie.
He doesn't look 27.
No.
He looks 27 going on 50.
keep in mind, he's supposed to be like 30 in this movie, or he's supposed to be like 15 in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's only 9 years younger than George Clooney. And he is the same age as Uma Thurman. That's his head. And of course, we put the Libre mask on him for some reason.
From the top rope.
Also, could this guy look any more like a mad doctor?
No. Venom.
Like who's working for this guy is what I want to know.
I'm in more pain watching this than he was in the middle of this.
Everybody, live look at Barry Bonds. More soup. At least we don't have ice puns.
Not yet.
What a kick, by the way.
It's Captain America. Got that super serum.
No.
Super serum go bird.
Also, why is the bird cage electric? What?
That's what she said.
I don't know.
You sicko. And here again, she's working for him.
Bruh.
That looks like it would have killed her, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And if that didn't, surely these plant-based chemicals will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a snake. Because of course it is. Fellow maniacs. Man's out here saying fellow maniacs. Like anybody's gonna buy Arnie. Get it north because the North Pole. Also, what a fall. I want to point out that the Iceman is being called the Iceman by the guy who replaced the guy that played Iceman in Top Gun.
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
And again, Batman just sent 39-year-old Robin to his room.
He almost looks as old as Alfred.
He looks like he's in his late 20s. As does George Clooney. This has a lot to do with family. Alfred's dying. That is the nature of family. Hey, you must learn to trust him when you're out kicking butt, when you're out beating up a hockey team, because that is the nature of family. That's how my family worked. Back home, we used to, you talked about the Huntsville Havoc.
Mm-hmm.
We'd go to games just to beat them up. And it worked because we all trusted each other. Hey, look, he fell down in a hallway. And Alfred picked him up. That's the core memory he gets looking down the hallway. Can you imagine sitting in the theaters having been a fan of like Batman 89? And 8 years later, you're watching this crap.
I can't point properly. I need George to watch this for me. It's so bad. Yes,
so
my gnome's name is King George the First.
And somehow that's better than this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, look. She lost the glasses. And wardrobe. And how does she know this?
What am I watching?
And again, how does she know this? So now she's just smashing vials. So she's going to burn down her greenhouse.
Yes.
Oh, hey, look, it's the big monster from before. Back from Mexican wrestling.
That was an abomination.
Did you ever play the Lego Batman game?
I don't think so.
This is part of the Lego Batman game. I love the polar bear slippers and the cigar, the blue cigar. So to be clear, he's got this woman dressed like that in his lair just to reject her.
Yep.
I love the blue. Like he's just blue chrome. He's Mr. Blue Chrome. Like the glitter. All the ice cream. I hope hypothermia is covered on their health insurance. It's his wife, who, despite being in the same solution he fell in, is not blue and glittery.
And it's also not alive.
Yeah. Well, she's not dead. She's got a disease, so he froze her until he could cure it.
Okay, Ted Williams.
Yeah. Same concept. Walt Disney.
Is that Nicole Kidman?
No. Who did play Nora Freeze in this, though? I don't know.
Nicole Kidman was in the last one?
Yes. She was the reporter or person that kept coming on to Batman. Yeah. Hey, look, it's a 45-year-old man staring at a 35-year-old girl. I take that back. Alicia Silverstone was very pretty at the time, and it is kind of sad that her career just died.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard her name.
Yeah, because this movie killed her career. That is Vendela Curseborn, by the way, that plays Nora Freeze.
I don't think I've ever heard of her.
She was a supermodel and was known simply as Vendela. Oxbridge.
The Oxbridge.
Oxbridge.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it said Ox Chevy.
Sure. Gosh. It's so bad. So she dated John.
That's a lot of damage.
Thought I meant to hit.
Vendela dated John Peters, who is the guy that produced this movie, who also has a robot spider fetish, as we know from Superman Lives.
She's family, and they're in Alabama.
Do 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 do.
Can't play that.
can't. But I can mouth it.
No one remembers we did A New Hope a long time ago, and Grant made an edit of Luke and Leia kissing with Sweet Home Alabama playing over it, and that had to get edited out. So if you're watching this, even if you're a long time viewer, you may not have seen that clip. But
No.
that got copyrighted, and not a strike, but
I believe I just muted the Sweet Home Alabama behind
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
And that's it for the cold. Or for the soup, I mean.
Was the soup cold?
It was by now. That's an interesting choice of words for Alfred, by the way.
Yearns.
For family. Yikes. The heck? I don't even know why I have this ticker up anymore. You get it at this point. Movie's terrible.
Yeah.
And of course, somehow she's already tied together the sheets.
Mm-hmm. Of course. What is this music?
Gotham Gertie. Now, why is Bane driving? And how does Bane know where he's going? And why is Bane green? And how come he's wearing a hat?
What is this?
Gotham Observatory.
It's the Hubble telescope. Or you know, the Tubble telescope. That was not intentional, by the way.
That's not the point of a telescope at all. Why would we want to do that? Oh. Okay. But you can, for some reason.
That's what she said.
This is fun, by the way. I would like to let me do my best George Clooney impersonation there. Marriage.
No.
Marriage. Help me out here. Like if he phoned it in anymore,
What'd she say? You fascist what?
I don't even know. Poison Ivy, environmentalist. Next time around, played by Greta Thunberg. Who, by the way,
How dare you?
Greta Thunberg will probably be the same age as Uma Thurman in this movie. Or at least closer in age to what Poison Ivy should have been than what Uma Thurman was.
What is that laugh?
Somebody told him he was playing the villain, but really he was just an extra. Same one. Special guest, Batman and Robin. Also, what the heck is that picture of the Earth?
What was that? That wave.
Well, George Clooney phoned it in, and the phone doesn't accurately show the fingers.
Well, is this like a Shakespeare villain monologue?
For the greeting.
I had to do Othello for English during the summer, and oh crap, what was the name of the villain from Othello?
Gosh, I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm
Also-
gonna, but that was, what's his name? Iago. That was like Iago's like villain dialogue. Like he just turned to the camera, or turned to the audience between acts and just talk.
So this guy just comes bearing bad news.
That's what we're
Well-
doing here for 2.5 hours.
We're going to get frozen by Arnie. Arnie's going to break into my apartment and go, "Ha!" The good thing they love the cold so much.
I feel constipated.
I would imagine he's just ticked off after sitting in that makeup chair for 17 hours. Very nice. You see why we're doing it this way, though, Grant? Because this movie is insufferable watching it alone. What the crap?
This is a movie.
This is a movie. What are they looking at? The show's behind them. Bad nipples, everybody.
Fat man and oldie. Why does he look like he doesn't care?
Because how could you? Again, he was in the original. He was in Batman 89.
Look at his
And
face.
He was in 89, and then 4 movies later, he's like, why am I still here?
We're watching Black Panther. I need to see Black Panther 2. I haven't seen it.
What the heck is this?
That's the. This is gonna sound stupid because I can't think of the name, but that's the thing that Luke cut open to stay alive.
The abominable snowman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But it's got-
Harambe.
With pink hair. What is up with its eyes? Why do they keep moving? What? Why does the gorilla suit have nipples? Why does everything in this movie have nipples?
That is certainly a thing.
The heck? I get the over sexualization of Poison Ivy. Also, what did she just wink at?
Batman and Robin, I think.
But she's facing them. Nope, never mind.
No, she was facing the other way.
Also, I want to point out, thus far, her suit is the only one that doesn't have nipples.
That's sexist.
That is. The heck? Okay, I think I get this. I hate to come to this movie's defense, but I think the point of it is that she has such complete control over everyone there that they're falling over for her and letting her walk on them.
Yeah, I think so.
It's still weird.
Hi there.
Oh. This movie is so bad. Oh. And by junior, she means the guy who's slightly older than me.
Mm-hmm.
And by youth, she means the guy who's slightly older than me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, that is believable.
Mm-hmm.
The bad credit card. Never leave the cave without it. We're adding that to our Bat gadgets. And now we have Mr. Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I don't know which of the two cameras on my phone is the one that's actually recording me, but I'm staring into both of them. Just
eyes crossed. We're up to 15 ice puns. One terrible movie. Uh-oh, I think mine stopped.
do I need to pause mine?
You can keep going. I'll catch up.
Okay.
Hey, what's your time code?
34 currently.
That's not possible. I'm at 47.
46. I was at 46:34.
Okay. What are you at now?
I just paused it at 46:39.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. What's happening?
He just caught the thing and now he's swinging.
Yep. All right, so we're roughly the same. Here, I'm going to pause it at 46:50.
I'm past that already.
Okay, what are you at?
Hold on. I'll pause at 47. I just
Okay.
paused at 47. You see Arnie's face.
Yeah. All right, ready? 3,
Yep.
2, 1, go. Yep. Now we're back. Oh my gosh. It doesn't work on the cold-hearted. Mm, 16. $17. Gosh. Why?
Otherwise, he's on thin ice.
Congratulations, you get credit for both an ice pun and a groan. Monkey work. I should have had a racism counter.
I won't increase that one.
No.
That's the
But
one counter I'm not
yeah.
trying to increase here.
I love how they're wearing eye black for some reason. Also, giant head in middle of road.
Mm-hmm.
That is, of course, being. Yep, that checks out.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, for all the crap, this movie's CGI is still slightly better than the prequels.
Mm-hmm.
That is somehow more dangerous than jumping right here. I love the spikes on the front. There's 19.
I just looked it up. This movie has an 11% critic score and a 16% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
It is so bad.
That is the lowest score I have personally ever seen on a movie.
I mean, there are some zeros,
I'm sure there.
but it's
Why does this look awful? The CGI on that looked horrendous.
it did.
With Batman standing there.
Yeah. And then they all died. Remember, this is Batman's adopted son, who is at least no older than 17.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. You started my father in the Clone Wars.
I mean, he. I can't ruin the movie in the middle of it. Why does it always look like he just shaved?
Because he probably shaves every 5 minutes. You can tell I shaved earlier today.
No. I actually did.
Been about a week, I think.
Maybe a crime-fighting vigilante. Oh, look. Here's a flashback. What the heck? Why is the flashback split by the window? Why? What? Oh, look. Remember she snuck out like 3 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
Here she is. I mean, seriously, what has happened since she snuck out? We had the whole thing at the observatory.
Mm-hmm.
We had the whole thing at the nightclub. And now we have this. Hmm.
Huh.
Huh.
Uh-oh, it's the Arkham Asylum. Ooh.
That is actually a really sick looking
It
Arkham
is.
Asylum. Even if it like makes no like physical or geographical sense at all. Like, why would you have a bridge built on top of a 9-story tower?
So Nick Walinda has a safer place to walk.
I guess. Gosh. They have him in a refrigerator. They put him into the cold beam. I don't want to count them, but you gotta count them. Those are
What is this awful acting? Help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
It's a Life Alert commercial.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're going to be here a long time is what I say whenever I put something in the freezer because I put it there and forget about it.
I'm not giving you the ice pun for that. Oh, we got to add a host Grom though.
Hulk smash.
Gosh. The heck? It's a scroll. I like how Bane has an activation button. It's like he'll be your chauffeur, but if you hit that button, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that makes about as much sense as anything else.
What is that? Why is she sitting like that?
It
Put
took
some
God,
pixie sticks in there.
yeah. It took God 7 days to create paradise. Let's see if she can do better. By planting some flowers. Your eyelids glitching out. So I want to point out that even Poison Ivy is now making ice puns.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's the only way to combat global warming or something. Dedicated bat chiller.
Oof.
Flashback to Poison Ivy. Wow.
Bruh. Bruh.
Bruh. Don't forget the world's greatest disguise glasses.
You see the door?
What?
I think is that Graham? Someone just opened my door and then closed it.
I didn't notice that. I was watching the movie.
I heard my door. Where the heck? Oh, that was my dad. Graham's not home yet.
Hmm.
We're halfway. Goodness gracious.
What the heck is this? I don't remember this part. Hey, it's Coolio. Rest in peace.
Batman's entire fortune. That
Dude.
Wayne Manor.
Uh-oh. It's a 45-year-old man on a motorcycle.
Yep.
Must be Robin. I like the little one. Is he a kid or is he just like small? I don't know. But you got it, Spike. Gosh, this movie's bad.
I wish you would have shot me with that. Put me out of this my misery so I don't have to see this.
Dude, it hasn't even gotten bad yet. All right, so here's our midway question. Is this better or worse than Batman Forever?
This is the worst movie I've ever seen. Bar none.
So it's better than Tombstone.
Yes. You see, people are acting like I hated the movie. I didn't hate Tombstone. I gave it a passing grade. Was it my favorite movie? No, but I by no means hated it. I didn't give it a failing grade. The 11% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes is too high for this movie.
It is way too high for this movie. It's so bad.
Woo! Sounds like Fall Guys.
Boom. I like how they're like actively trying to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I stuttered again. Pause it and tell me what time you paused it at.
104.50.
All right. 3, 2, 3, 2.
Okay.
So that's the movie.
We're an hour and 10 minutes into this crap.
3, 2, 1, go.
Dude.
Where are they?
Golden Gate Bridge? I don't know.
About to throw themselves off of it.
I'm not going to say that. Sue!
Oh. Gosh. He has some incredible ankle strength, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Not Aaron Rodgers, though.
So this is
I would
where
have
you
snapped
hang
real
on.
quick.
Too soon, man. It's too soon. The Jets are still grieving. I wonder how they got up from that bridge. My parents died in front of Batman, but not this Batman, a different Batman. That one was actually older than me.
Mm-hmm. Willingly.
Mm-hmm. That's called a job. But also, yes, kind of family.
He's got ligma.
But he can tell. You can tell the old man's dying. Welcome back, Grant.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. I think you hear my dad talking in the background.
It's all good. I love the ha 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 on
Mhm.
the prison.
I'm
break.
definitely gonna have to like unplug my MacBooks. I'm gonna have to probably like end up or plug in my MacBooks. Probably have to end up looking down at my MacBook for the movie in a minute, so I can get some charge.
Yeah.
So like I'm still on my camera up, but if you see me looking down here, that's why.
Fair enough. Ice head. Who the heck let her through the front gate? That's before they were poisoned. Hey, it's the Riddler costume and Two-Face's costume.
I was about to hit him with that.
We're up to like three more ice puns.
I've got a stupid idea to lift my MacBook up. Only the promise that you can lend a hand to stand with him.
Okay, quick question.
Yes.
I'm running a super prison for crazy people.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I keep their supervillain costumes in the same building?
Don't ask me. Let's see how this.
But
What in the world? Fine.
It's reinforced steel,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't winterize their pipes.
Mm-hmm. How dare they?
So therefore, the reinforced steel wall falls over. By the way, that is like the most brick-like reinforced steel I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's bricks.
You didn't have a chance to ask him about a wife. I've currently got my MacBook on a mason jar.
Nice.
Just below, like, if I
Nice.
lift this up,
Nice.
it's just below where the camera can see it.
What are they shooting at? Why are they shooting? Bang, bang, bang.
So uncivilized.
Dang.
Just a nice line for once.
And for some reason, the 48-year-old knows that.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Bruh.
What are they looking at? That didn't happen in the limited amount of time they were in that room. Again, bat nipples.
Mm-hmm.
To be clear,
Over.
that was not about flowers.
What? What are you talking about?
Good stems, though. Buds, too. The heck is this movie? What? What is the deal with her horns?
I just want to say she could have absolutely killed both of them already.
Yep.
Just by kissing them earlier. Like,
Yeah, but what's the fun in that? Then there's no movie. Then it's
Mhm.
Batman and Robin die, and it's half an hour long, which might be the mercy of the movie. Not gonna lie.
yeah.
Gosh.
The biggest mercy of all would be just ending this movie early, but nope. But nope.
I like how they know that. I like how everybody in this movie knows exactly what's going on with them at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Like Poison Ivy knew that her lips were poisonous.
If I'm looking over to the right, or StreamYard is right here on the right, and then movies right here.
Yeah, that's how I am. Mine's just sitting over my my face in this. So like I can see you and I can see this.
Just the beast.
Gosh.
Don't talk about Uma Thurman like that.
What? The beauty?
No, the beast.
I like how he like fell again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Holly want a kiss. That's a line. Somebody wrote that.
George Lucas?
Would have written it better. Is there? That's what I've been missing all these years, all these decades. An anatomically correct rubber suit.
This literal advertising in the middle of the movie.
Dude, this entire movie was made to sell the Poison Ivy action figure, which did not come bundled with a Bane action figure, by the way.
That's crazy.
This is a bad cartoon. Again, each icicle has its own light source. See it? Wow, guys. We really ran up the stairs in a single file line, didn't we?
Inside voices, everyone. Inside voices.
Gosh. Smooth jazz, man.
Just kiss him already. Like, if her whole point is just to kiss them to kill them, she had the chance there for like 10 seconds.
This is like wow. Now he's going to be Mr. Freeze. Now he's Mr. Freeze's henchman.
Yep.
Also, like, why not just I guess I'm in the same boat as you are. I mean, I appreciate that Poison Ivy's asking for consent, but like just kiss him.
Mm-hmm.
He's going solo. Nightwing. They just ran, man. They just ran. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
They walked out the door.
Yeah. Oh no.
Wow. It's not just Arnie that's cold. Poison Ivy's cold too.
Stone Cold Poison Ivy.
Who, for some reason, takes her jacket off before walking in the freezer. Here comes the single freeze tear.
Here comes the sun.
That somehow freezes and then blows away.
Ice.
Ice.
2.
These aren't ice puns, though. This is just him being ice themed. It really is Greta Thunberg. First, let me grab my snow globe. Everybody's out here to stop global warming. Is that a snake flower? That looks like a reptile?
Arnold and Uma.
Adam and evil.
He is
Adam and
not
evil.
wrong. He is not wrong.
No, but I'm giving him the groan. He got the host groan here. So to be clear, the help me over Obi-Wan.
I ridiculed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this.
It's also Ewan McGregor syndrome. So really, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is going to be a fun review. Can taste what? There, George.
Oh, I am.
I'm thinking straighter than you ever have. That's why the scene doesn't look straight at all.
He is straight, all right.
I don't know. What with the nipple suits? I'm kind of starting to wonder. Alfred and Wilfred.
What was the sister? Sisfred?
Other Fred. Winifred. I don't know.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winifred.
No.
Oprah Fred. He's in stage 1 of McGregor syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm assuming it's
What
like
is stage 3? Going on a bus and fighting people?
No, but like,
You don't get that reference, do you?
what is that reference?
Conor McGregor got in trouble for going on a bus
Oh.
and fighting people.
Oh, that's good. It's Bruce Wayne. And the woman that gave him an ultimatum, marry her or lose her.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Glasses. again, imagine here you've been working on these movies since Batman 89, and now you're doing this crap.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
I specifically requested it.
I hope somebody's watching this movie with us
There's
and
no
has,
way somebody's here at this point.
and has bothered to pause it like when we paused it so that they got just that joke. We might have to edit just that joke. Why? Why? Okay, how did Bane get through without anybody seeing? Like, I get Poison Ivy. How did Bane get up there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, remember, she's not supposed to see this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, why is the try counter going up? Like, usually those things would count down until you're out of tries, right?
I don't know.
Hey, he moved. Keep in mind, he was perfectly fine
A day ago.
until Bruce asked him how he was.
Get over. Help, Anakin! I'm too weak.
I make fun of him. I love Michael Goff. Like, he's
Mhm.
perfect as Alfred. This movie just sucks.
Mm.
Hey, look, this flashback at least makes sense. He's looking at the bed it happened in versus just window.
Tripping in a hallway.
Right. Or window. Oh, that's just like the time we were at my parents' graveside and Alfred gave him a flower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, heartwarming. It's, Vin Diesel was right. It really is all about family. Dang. Rip Alfred. The man died from stage 1. I was going to say, England's the password. But...
Margaret.
Speaking of Margaret, we had a great interview. What about Maggie?
Peg. Peggy Carter?
So again, Alfred's sending this to his brother for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that's not how screens work. If that was how screens work, you would see the movie playing on my face right now.
Mm-hmm. They didn't know that back then, though.
It's so simple. They're not talking about rifles.
I'm sorry I'm not sitting up if anyone's still here. I'm trying to get through this.
You and me both. I'm in the most uncomfortable chair I think I could have possibly chosen for this.
My chair's squeaky.
Mine's like a $2 wood chair from Goodwill.
I'm probably more comfortable than this.
I doubt it. Of course. Why not? Uncle's cousin. I love the soundtrack though. It's just like
Freeze. Everybody clap your hands.
nutball. They told her your only job is to look scared, and she still overacted.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Bane is telling us that, because otherwise we're just like, why is Mr. Freeze decorating for Christmas? Bomb. Bomb. There's another ice pun. I've probably missed a few.
There's 30 more minutes of this crap.
Okay, some of that's credits.
I hope about 29 minutes of it is.
This at the very least is great TikTok fuel. Hey, look, it's lasers. Because why not? Also, she found the Batcave. Because why not?
As one does.
Whoa. Why is the intruder alert just Alfred saying intruder alert? What? 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 How does he know what her size is? Why does her suit have nipples?
All I'm going to say is it paused a little too long there in one section.
It paused a little too long in every section. It's equal opportunity ogling.
Well, it goes up the leg and then just pauses.
Yeah. Well, it stared at her crotch for 30 seconds. But then her suit also has nipples. Because of course it does.
Mm.
I'm glad you love this movie as much as I do. Also, I just want to ask, how is Alfred already on the computer as the intruder alert? Yet because he knew that Barbara was going to be in the Batcave, he programmed himself into it. Also, remind me, was she or was she not supposed to see all that stuff that he told her to give to her uncle?
I don't know.
So,
It
Alfred
seems like he expected her to see it. Honestly, if Robin dies here, I wouldn't mind.
It's just Batman and a 48-year-old dude. This is the oh gosh. You gotta think this movie was trippy as heck to see in theaters. What the heck? Did she just change costumes? Wasn't she wearing green before?
Not in this scene.
Okay, I thought she was wearing green in this scene.
No,
My bad.
she was wearing this the whole time in this scene.
So she's changed costumes like 3 times. I gotta update that.
Mm-hmm. She's definitely changed, but this is the one that she was in.
Unlike chicks like me who somehow learned to fight from my robot uncle in the amount of time that it took to.
I mean, if Ferranco was Conor McGregor, then shoot.
The Bat Buzzsaw! The Bat Buzzsaw!
I don't think so. Pikachu, use Thunderbolt.
She's changing her hair in the reflection.
Pikachu, use Double Kick.
Thank goodness for the Bat Buzzsaw and rubber lips. If it wasn't for rubber lips.
Batgirdle, that's not politically correct, but you call yourself Batman? Okay.
No, that's not PC. What about Bat Person? Or Bat Woman, which is somehow more PC than
Batfang.
Batgirl. I hate this movie. I torture myself with it every now and then. But by the end of the movie, the writers stop writing. He's just like, this thing writes itself. We have officially hit 30 ice puns.
The novelty of the movie has worn off, and at this
The
point, I'm
novel-
just ready for it to be over.
The novelty of this movie was never there. This movie always was just this bad.
You have to imagine someone sitting there like, you know what, we're gonna freeze the whole city and we're gonna have a dog peeing on a fire hydrant.
Somebody had to write that. Who's writing that? I'll tell you who's writing this. Written by Akiva Goldsman, who
Do you
wrote
know who
other
that is?
movies.
Because I don't.
He wrote A Beautiful Mind.
Hmm.
He won Best Adapted Screenplay 4 years after this.
Must have been a quick learning curve.
Gosh, this wasn't. He also has a. He also wrote a Transformer. He also wrote Constantine.
Hmm.
No, he didn't write Constantine. I'm sorry. This was his second worst written film ever, or Golden Raspberry nominated film. And then 3 years later, he wins an Oscar and a Golden Globe.
Mm.
He also wrote The Da Vinci Code
Mm.
and I Am Legend. So he's written good stuff, but also bad stuff. Really bad
He
stuff.
wrote a dud. And
A lot
couple
of
nipples.
Uh-oh. Here's a new costume. Another costume change. Also, why does every one of their suits have nipples? Why did Alfred take the time to make an ice-themed variant for Batgirl?
I mean, depending on how long it takes, if it was after like the movie started and they knew they were fighting Freeze, in theory he could have made one, but
Why does her suit have nipples? How does she know this? How does she know it's going to take the satellite? Keep in mind,
you didn't know?
her entire credentials for being here are that she knew Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
But yet she has her own bat laser. Why does she have her own bat laser? $31.
It's below freezing.
Okay, how far up is this observatory? And isn't it like downtown?
No, I got you.
It's one of those days. Again, the movie started writing itself.
Hulk smash.
Oh, there's a punch. Dirty fighter. I'm glad they figured out that's what caused his strength.
Just popped.
Like a balloon.
Oh no.
I love the live commentary from the people hanging on for their lives. No. Yeah.
Ice, ice, baby. I'm so ready for this to be over.
We're getting there. Not quick enough, but we're getting there. Is he a vampire? We should do this with every bad movie we watch.
Like, here's my counter argument: is if a movie is just awful like this, I can just have it on in the background to do something else
Yeah, but then
and
you
not
don't
have
get
to
the,
watch it.
then you
But
don't get the
instead,
full
you're making me sit
experience.
here for 2 hours and 5 minutes to watch this crap. This utter pile of steaming crap.
And now we've hit 32.
I was watching a Smosh Eater Eat It earlier, and one of the food items they had was chocolate that they made look like a literal piece of poop. It looked like this movie. Jump.
Pray. You know, at least this movie's religious. Like, even Poison Ivy's a creationist.
So I will say this. So like he's attaching these two things here. There's a wonderful thing called whiplash.
It killed Emma Stone in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yes, and I don't know how it hasn't killed any of these people yet because they're falling at Mach 10 and then they just like instantly stop. Thank you, Batman. Thank you.
Need a ride.
No, I'm on it. I'm not making fun of her. I'm being like, no, I'm on it.
broken.
It's almost as broke as my first phone screen. Have you seen that thing?
I have. It was shattered to pieces.
I have it in my room. I can go grab it in a minute. Gonna burn the city to the ground at this rate.
Yeah, we're using the surface temperature of the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Also, those are the floppiest icicles I've ever seen. I will
Like
give
how-
them credit. This bat suit at least looks kind of cool.
I like how they're just instantly Oh, there's the dog. Does he still have to pee? Nope.
I like how Batman has a body cam.
Got her in 5K. Sorry, in like 380p.
Got her at 720.
She lives.
Okay, this bat suit is kind of cool.
I'm once again asking for financial support.
This is the only bat suit in the movie that doesn't have a nipple.
Different Smart Evil Incorporated. No.
My dad called this next line when we watched it for the first time. What do you think it's going to be?
I don't know.
My dad did the line and everything right beforehand the first time we saw it. That's how much this movie wrote itself. I like how Batman has that kind of power. Hey, who said to move over here? Batman.
Plot twist. It's rat poison. Da 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 da. It's bleach.
Also, how old is Alfred in this movie? Like 90?
150. Oh.
Nah, he's probably like
Hold
22.
on. Is this about to de-age him too? Watch, he's gonna look the exact same as he did before.
No, but that's what he is he's like 22. Everybody here's playing young. He's just- Pretty sure that's illegal. Unless he's now Mrs. Freeze.
What happened? Not saying that. Never mind.
I don't know what happened. Did they throw a rager? Were my roommates there?
I wasn't gonna say it, but that's what I thought. Looks like he did before now.
Yeah, I also love how the house is in shambles because they can't put up their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just insult the man like that.
What do you call him that?
It's the first date, guys. Come on.
I think he must be more than partners.
He
Well,
wants to be
Partner in a different
partners.
sense.
Uh-oh. And I wonder where this will go.
We're going to need a cave. Ooh. Running like an airplane.
Dude, you gotta edit it. You've got to edit a reel out of this. All right. That is the movie.
Thank
Okay.
God.
The movie is over. We have suffered long enough. We have suffered.
I don't
long
think I
enough.
can even take doing the review of it at this point.
So we are at 2:04:30 for cutting purposes.
I don't think I can handle doing a review.
We gotta finish it off. We got to. So at the very least, somebody has the people who tune into just our reviews have an episode at long last. All right. Hello, and welcome to Through the Monocle. As always, I'm your host, Grant Ingram. As you can see from the scrolling thing down here in the bottom, we just watched Batman and Robin and the case of the mysterious nipples.
That host groans at 6. That's not accurate. I groaned 6 times in the last 2 minutes of that movie. That's like the per minute average of how many times I groaned at this movie.
1 second.
If you can't tell by my incredible amount of excitement and my incredible joy, after we are currently at 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 30 seconds into this recording, I've just sat through the worst movie of my life. And not only have I suffered through that, but Grant is now going to make me suffer through a 30-minute probably review of this horrendous movie.
Yeah, and if you want to watch the 2 hours before this and you're not coming directly from like the commentary track, there is a commentary track where Grant, you can watch his life slowly fade from his body.
You'll see me, I'm actually sitting up like normal, and then like half of the movie I'm sitting like this. At the end I'm sitting over here like this. My will to live is gone.
He's starting to look like Alfred in that movie as it went along.
I'm in the gutter currently. My MacBook almost died. It's sitting on a mason jar. So I could watch the movie. I normally have it plugged in through a USB-C cable into the back of my monitor. But it almost died. It's fine now, but I don't feel like switching it. It's not going to affect the recording in any way. This movie sucks. The Rotten Tomatoes score of this movie is 11% critic and 16% audience score, and that is abominably too high.
I don't know that I've ever seen you this mad at a movie. In all of our years of watching movies.
It's not even mad. I just don't want to be here. You just made me sit through 2 hours on this in a recording, and then you're like, let's go ahead and do the review.
The movie's bad, guys.
This is straining friendships right now. Not really. But...
Oh, I'm dying.
I'm sorry, George. I'm sorry you had to sit through this.
George is just like the casualty of this movie.
Mm-hmm. This is a shirt from Ford's Garage. It's got craft beer and prime burgers on it. If I was old enough and ever wanted to drink, I would need one at this point.
I told you, I'm like, dude, this is a bad movie. You're gonna want your alcohol for this. And he's like, he's like, I'm never going to drink. And I'm like, no, I'm not either. But like, you're gonna want to after this. I'm sorry, I've laughed so hard, my sinuses are having issues now. That movie was so bad.
Mm-hmm. Imagine a movie with dialogue written by George Lucas,
But
and then making it 10 times worse.
It was
and then another 10 times, and that's what the dialogue is like in this movie.
Yeah. So this movie was written by Akiva Goldsman. We talked about him a little bit in the commentary track, but I'm just going to read you some other movies that Akiva Goldsman wrote. He wrote A Time to Kill in 1996 with Samuel L. Jackson, Sandra Bullock, and Matthew McConaughey, and Kevin Spacey, which was nominated for a Golden Raspberry. Worst written film grossing over $100 million. Didn't win it. Then he wrote this, nominated for a Golden Raspberry for worst screenplay. And he wrote Lost in Space, Practical Magic, and then he won an Oscar for A Beautiful Mind. Before
Didn't
writing
have a
things.
beautiful mind when he was writing this one.
Gosh. And then he wrote things like I, Robot, The Da Vinci Code, I Am Legend, Transformers, The Last Night, The Dark Tower, and he's on the current untitled Constantine sequel. Yeah, so he's written some things. This is one of them, though I'm pretty sure most of this movie wrote itself, and it was Arnie that wrote it. For example, take 2 of these and call me in the morning. It's just not a line anybody has ever written without going, there's no way they buy this, right? Like, there's no way this movie ever gets off the ground. The movie got off the ground and it sucked the whole way through. It has the most star-studded cast of any like sucking movie I've ever seen. And keep in mind, most star-studded casts are vehicles for like really sucky movies. But Arnold Schwarzenegger, George Clooney, Uma Thurman. And then like other people as well. Alicia Silverstone was in this. Michael Goff was unfortunately tied to this movie. But this movie killed Alicia Silverstone's career.
Wish it killed me.
She's a vegan. But yeah, her movies before this. She just starred in True Crime. She was in The Babysitter. She was in Clueless. Clueless was her breakout. And then
I was clueless about that.
Then she did this. And afterwards she did stuff. But like she was in the second Scooby-Doo movie as just a random person. She's in a lot of things as people who aren't like part of the thing. Like she's uncredited and stuff. If you're in things and
I think it's fair to say a way you could describe what this movie did to her career is
That's a lot of damage.
You could say it her career was meteoric, but then it crashed. Like what actually killed the dinosaurs? It was not the Ice Age, people.
It was
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be.
I don't know. I've lost my mind.
I have lost mine as well. This movie is awful. Grant, what was your favorite part of this movie?
The end.
Really?
Yes.
I think mine had to be the bat hockey match at the very beginning, where they had the ice skates coming out of their shoes, and they were all playing hockey with a diamond. Again, in things that kind of write themselves, but then you're like, who the heck wrote this?
Mm-hmm.
Movie is really bad.
It is. I'm texting my friend part of it, and I'm like, this is the worst movie I've ever seen.
Ever?
Ever.
Like-
Worst movie I've ever seen.
Like ever?
Yes.
Like, let's see. What's another bad movie we watched?
It's worse than, I don't even know if we're gonna know this, but do you know Practical Jokers?
Yes.
There's a video of like Murr's first ever movie that he made when he was like 16. It's on YouTube somewhere. It's an abomination. This is worse.
Is it as bad as Farce of the Penguins?
This is worse than that.
This is worse than Farce of the Penguins.
Farce of the Penguins is actually funny in some spots.
So,
Like
I mean,
this.
this is
Sometimes the elements get the best of them. The older penguins know that it's just a matter of time before they call out,
I'm freezing my nuts off!
now I gotta add another ice bar. So
Like, that movie has much more funny moments
yes,
than
and
this.
and they were intentionally funny. This
Yeah.
movie, you can't tell when you're supposed to laugh.
I'm supposed to laugh at how bad the movie is. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's what I was doing the whole time. It's so bad.
Mhm.
That's why we have the bat gadget counter. We had the bat laser, the bat credit card. Let's see, what were the other? Oh, the bat buzzsaw.
Did you say the
I feel-
bat skates? It's not a bat, but they had ice skates built into
Yeah,
the bottom of their shoes
bat
that they just
skates.
like. It's a stupid cringy scene where they just like were on their backs, pop their feet up, and just.
Click their heels and out pop the ice skates.
Mhm.
After they find out on the way that they're there to fight an ice themed villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they changed to their ice themed costumes that they somehow had time to make. There's
Mhm.
also some abysmal editing. For example, we see Batgirl or Barbara climb out a window in one scene, and then about what appears to be 3 days later, she pulls in on a motorcycle, and they're like, she's home.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's just horrible.
It is horrendous.
It nearly single-handedly killed the superhero genre. This was the last superhero film, or at least DC film, until Batman Begins. So this one, it did win a ton of awards. Or no, it was nominated for a ton of awards.
How?
Well, the Golden Raspberries. It was nominated for Worst Picture, Worst Remake or Sequel, Worst Reckless Disregard for Human Life and Public Property, Worst Director, Worst Screenplay.
This movie is a war crime.
It gets better.
This movie needs to be charged under the Geneva Conventions. That's how bad this movie is.
Oh, gosh. All right. Worst screenplay, worst supporting actor for Chris O'Donnell, worst supporting actor for Arnold Schwarzenegger, worst supporting actress for Alicia Silverstone, worst supporting actress for Uma Thurman, worst screen couple for George Clooney and Chris O'Donnell. Worst song for The End is the Beginning is the End by Billy Corgan. And then the Stinkers Bad Movie Awards. It was nominated for Worst Picture, Worst Sequel, Worst Screenplay for a film grossing more than $100 million worldwide using Hollywood math. Worst Director and Worst Supporting Actress. And it only won the Worst Screenplay for a film grossing more than $100 million worldwide using Hollywood math. The Worst Director, Worst Supporting Actress. Alicia Silverstone won both of the Worst Supporting Actress awards, and then it won the Bad Movie Awards Worst Picture.
Mm-hmm. You'll see this. This is a wonderful Pokeball by Bricker Builds. Have been sponsored by them. Not just saying this is great because we were sponsored. This is actually great.
It was a great little build.
I wish this was an actual Pokeball and I could go inside of it and just not have to worry about watching something like this ever again.
Yeah, and if you look in the background, by the way, there are like batarangs, also by Bricker Builds.
Yep.
Use promo
This
code
is
Much Talk.
newer one. This one's the 89 one, I think.
Mhm. Yeah, that is.
That's
And
a movie.
it was a good movie.
Mm.
Oh, you're talking about the other one. The other one's
other one,
Dark
yeah.
Knight. The Dark Knight.
Mm. Fantastic movies.
This movie
Is take everything good about those movies and then make it crap, and then that's this movie.
So there was supposed to be a sequel. So during the filming of Batman and Robin, Warner Brothers was impressed with the dailies, prompting them to immediately hire Joel Schumacher to return as director for a fifth film.
However, Pokeball, take me.
Yeah. However, writer Akiva Goldsman, and I'm editorializing here, probably about to jump off a bridge, turned down the offer to write the script. In late 1996, Warner Brothers and Schumacher hired Mark Protosevich, I butchered that, to write the script for the fifth Batman film. A projected mid-1999 release date was announced. The LA Times described their film as continuing in the same vein with multiple villains and more silliness. Titled Batman Unchained, that guy's script featured the Scarecrow as the main villain, who, through the use of his fear toxin, resurrects the Joker as a hallucination in Batman's mind. Harley Quinn would appear as a supporting character written as the Joker's daughter, which isn't weird at all. Schumacher approached Nicolas Cage to portray the Scarecrow while he was filming Face Off, and Courtney Love was considered for Harley Quinn, which is cool because she is a murderous psychopath. Clooney, O'Donnell, Silverstone, and Coolio were set to reprise the roles of Batman, Robin, Batgirl, and they say Scarecrow. I'm reading from Wikipedia here. I think Coolio just would have been in the movie like he was in Batman and Robin. It was hoped that the villains from previous films would make cameo appearances in the hallucination caused by Scarecrow, culminating with Jack Nicholson reprising the role of the Joker. Following the poor critical and financial reception of Batman and Robin, Clooney vowed never to reprise his role. And Warner Brothers canceled any future Batman films, including Schumacher's Batman Unchained. In a 2012 interview with Access Hollywood, O'Donnell claimed that a spinoff centered around the character of Robin was planned, but eventually scrapped due to Batman and Robin's poor commercial performance. See also homosexuality in the Batman franchise. Yeah. So we were catastrophes, but this movie killed Superman Lives, which was Tim Burton's Nicolas Cage-led Superman movie, which, by the way, was filming and is why Nicolas Cage is Superman in The Flash. Also, should be noted, George Clooney is now Batman in the DCEU because of The Flash. So there is indeed a movie quadrilogy where you watch Batman 89, Batman and Robin, Man of Steel, and The Flash, and all of those characters show up. Minus Chris O'Donnell, who's probably like 95 by now.
I don't even know what to say at this point.
Movie's bad. It gets
don't watch it unless you're a masochist or unless your friend forces you to sit here for 2 hours and watch it on recording.
At which point I will gladly be that friend because I want everybody to have suffered through this movie.
I'm never doing this again.
With this movie or with any movie
I
ever?
don't want to do this again.
Okay.
It might just be this movie.
It's this movie.
But
it's 100% this movie. But Grant, imagine I force you to watch this movie by yourself.
Like I said, so at some point, I'm sure nobody is there at this point, but at some point in the watching, I'm like, if I was watching this movie on my own, I would have just kept it on in the background and pretend I watched it and not actually watched it because this movie sucks and I wouldn't have spent 2 hours watching it unless Grant forced me to do, which he did.
He's so mad about it. That makes it worth it.
I'm not mad. I'm just tired. I don't want to be here. I want to be done.
My face muscles are cramping from laughing so much. This movie sucks.
I hope I at least am able to bring joy to someone. Because there was no joy felt in this 2 hours. Not a single bit of joy.
Grant.
I feel like, do you remember the video of Rich Eisen I sent you talking about the
Yes.
Jets? That's what I feel like right now.
Yes. So we're going to go away from our normal criteria because I know what the answer is going to be.
No.
And it
No.
sucks.
You can ask more questions. The answer is no, unless it's is this movie awful, in which it's yes.
What's your letter grade for Batman and Robin? Keep in mind that the studio liked what they saw as the movie was being made.
I can't say that. Is there anything lower than an F?
Z?
Can I say it's in the pits of hell? Like,
Yes. But keep in mind, hell has frozen over thanks to Mr. Freeze.
hey, if it froze over, that means nobody ever be able to access this again. So
I would have felt ripped off watching this movie for free. He felt ripped off watching this movie for free.
this is
movie
what my
sucked.
macroeconomics professor talked about, the opportunity cost of everything. The opportunity cost of this, so the movie was free. I had to waste 2.5 hours of my life to watch this movie and then record this podcast episode. That was the opportunity cost.
This is going to make one heck of a TikTok video. That's the only thing that this could possibly be worth. This movie sucks. I give it an F-. It's worse than that. But please force your friends to sit through it and tag me in their videos.
So uncivilized.
The only thing that could have possibly made this worse is if this was the incredible. Just rickrolled us at the end. Oh, anyway, guys, if you're here for the review, I'm sorry it's short. We have been recording for 2 hours and 24 minutes. Go watch the other 2 hours and change. And if you really want to understand it, throw the movie on alongside it. If not, you'll at least get us cracking wise for an hour. And then the second hour, you'll get us being miserable and me updating counters. So the final tally, by the way, I had 32 ice punts, including 2 that Grant made. I had 4 unnecessary bat gadgets. I had 6 unexplained costumes. I had about 6 million posters. And I think that was an underestimate.
Yeah.
It really sucks. It is so bad. There's a reason that it took another 8 years to make a Batman movie again. And there's a reason it had to be so dramatically different where nobody would show up.
Yes, because this is, I was talking to the mic, this is an abomination. Again, I'll say it as many times as I have to. It's an abomination. It's awful.
It just sucks. It just sucks.
Mhm. I'd rather spend 2 hours pulling individual hairs out of my head than watch this again.
That's got to be the the TikTok stinker. I can't even talk English. That's got to be the TikTok stinger. And we don't tell them what movie it is. The first TikTok video is just us being miserable. All right. So, if you enjoyed this for some sadistic reason, please give us money because otherwise we're volunteering to torture ourselves. You can do that by going to patreon.com/theculturednerd. And there are different tiers for different shows. And I'm pretty sure we can get one going for Grant Skillen's therapy bill because he's going to need it. As always, I've been your host, Grant Ingram, and
I've somehow survived this as the co-host. Thank you to each of our Patreon supporters. Truly do appreciate you. I don't appreciate Grant right now. Thank you to Jose for the logo and Taylor for the intro.
Yep. And thank you, the viewer, for suffering along with us. If you did, and if not, screw you, because we did this for you guys. If you enjoyed this for some reason, leave a like, please, and subscribe, please. Well, if we get, I'll go ahead and say it. If we end up with 30 subscribers by next month, we'll do another one of these.
Grant's going to create a bunch of bot accounts to subscribe.
I'm absolutely
and
going
force
to
me
just
do
ask
this
people to
crap.
sub. Anyway, if you enjoyed the Cultured Nerd content or you want to check out the Cultured Nerd, as we are a part of the Cultured Nerd Podcast Network, haha, you can scan that QR code there on the left. And if you want to check out our other stuff because you think we're just lovely and entertaining, first off, you need some therapy yourself. And second, you can do that by scanning the QR code on the right. Some of our interviews are also on this YouTube channel. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for joining. Next week, we'll talk about something. I don't know what yet. And then next month, we'll be talking about Martin Scorsese and his films. All right. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.